Shri Sai Ram. Welcome to Science class 6th standard. Chapter name is Body Movements. For our better understanding, this chapter is made into 3 parts. In the previous class, we have studied part 1 of 3. In today's class, we are going to study part 2 of 3. Before going to part 2, we will recall what we have studied in part 1. There are many movements that happen in our body. Even if we sit still also, we will observe so many movements like blinking of our eyes, respiration, circulation, digestion. And we can able to bend our body only in some places, not in all the places. And where the body parts we can bend, those places are called joints. What will be near the joints? The two bones will join near the joints. And we can able to bend the joints, not the bones. Remember children this one. There are 4 types of joints. Ball and socket joint, hinge joint, pivotal joint and fixed joint. We have discussed about these joints. The ball and socket joint allows the movement of body in all directions. Hinge joint, it allows the body to move only in one axis. Pivotal joint, we can see this in the neck region, and fixed joint we can see in the head region. In today's class, we are going to study about the skeletal system and about the human skeleton. There are many organ systems in our body. And the organ system which help in the movements of a body is called skeletal system. And our human body is composed of 305 bones at birth. This number is at birth. These number of bones will change with age. In an adult, there are 206 bones. As baby grows, the bones will join together and forms 206 bones. During the infant stage, the number will be 305. When it grows and becomes an adult, it will become 206 bones. The bones of our body acts as a framework and it is called as the skeleton of the body. See, this is the skeleton. What are the functions of the skeleton? The skeleton gives shape to the body. If at all the bones are not there, our body is shapeless. Bones protect internal organs like brain, heart, lungs, kidneys and so many organs are protected by the skeleton. How can we know the shape of the bones? One can know the shape of the bone by taking the X-ray. See, here observe, this is the X-ray of the foot, how the bones will be. This is the leg which is showing the high-heeled leg. So, if we wear the high heels, the whole body weight will fall near the toes and it will cause a problem to our bones also. So, avoid wearing the high heels. The skeleton mainly divided into the following parts. First is skull, next rib cage, third backbone, fourth collarbone, and fifth hip bone, and the last is the cartilage. Now we will study one after the other about the skeleton. First we will start with the skull. Skull is made up of many bones joined together. Already we have studied in the fixed joint. We will see the fixed joint in the head region. And this skull, observe here, it is made up of many bones joined together. And already I said the skull, in the skull only the upper part of the head is fixed and you can move only the lower jaw. And skull protects the internal organ which is very important part of our body, that is brain. See, the brain is protected by the skull. You can observe that here. And the next is rib cage. See, in the chest region we have the rib cage. Observe here, this is the front bone. That front bone which is in the center of the chest, that is called the breastbone. And the ribs, observe the picture here, the ribs are strong, curved and flexible also. Observe, the ribs join the chest bone in the front, that is also called as breastbone, and the backbone. These together will form a box-like structure, and this box is called as rib cage. There are 12 ribs on each side of the chest. So, totally 24 ribs will be there in our rib cage. Rib cage protect the internal organs like heart and lungs. Next we will move on to the backbone. The backbone is also called as vertebral column or spine. This is the vertebral column. It is made up of many small bones called vertebrae. You can observe the small bones here. One after the other are joined. And the backbone consists of 33 vertebrae. There are 33 small bones are joined together. It runs down from the neck to the hip region. The rib cage is joined to these bones. If the backbone was made up of only one long bone, we cannot bend and we cannot do any work at all. See, here the backbone runs from the neck and to the hip region, and it is connected to the rib cage also. See, this is the rib cage and it is connected here. And the next is collarbone. There are 2 collarbones on either side of the neck. See, observe this picture here. This red marks you can see here, these are called as collarbones. And these collarbones are attached to the shoulder bone. This is the shoulder bone, and this collarbone is attached to this shoulder bone as well as to the breastbone on either side. And the arm has two parts, the upper arm as well as the forearm. The upper arm has only one long bone. See here, this is the upper arm and it is made up of only one long bone. Whereas the forearm has two bones. You can observe in the forearm there are two bones. And we can able to bend the fingers easily. Is it not? We can able to bend our fingers. Otherwise we can't write and we can't do any work also. How it is possible? We can able to bend our fingers because it is made up of many small bones. These are called carpels, and these carpels are joined together because there are small joints here. So with this we can bend our fingers. In the previous class also I told, if there are joints then only we can able to bend our body parts. And the next is the hip bone. The two hip bones are attached to the vertebrae in the hip region. See this red color bones, these two are hip bones, and these two hip bones are attached to the vertebrae. You can see that they are attached to the vertebral column in the, this is called as hip region. And the hip bones and the vertebrae are joined to form the pelvic girdle. These two hip bones and vertebrae together form a girdle, and that is known as the pelvic girdle. And the next is cartilage. Already we have studied about this cartilage in the previous class itself. Where we have studied, children? Yes, exactly. In between the two bones, that is surrounding the bone, there will be a membrane that is made up of a soft tissue that is called as cartilage. Cartilage is the additional part of the skeleton that are not hard as bone. Bones are very hard. It is made up of calcium. And if we see the cartilage, it is not as hard as bone. It can be bent easily. It is soft in nature. Cartilage can be bent. Cartilage is also found in the joints of the body. Already I explained that. Example, where we can see this cartilage is in the upper part of the ear as well as the earlobe. You just observe, you touch your ear and bend your ear, upper part of the ear as well as the earlobe, and here here also you can observe the cartilage so that you can move it. It is flexible in nature. You feel that when you touch all this cartilage, these are not hard as bone. You can observe in your body itself. You touch other bones as well as the cartilage. There will be a difference in the shape as well as the structure of that cartilage as well as the bone. And our skeleton is made up of many bones, joints as well as cartilage. Hope you all have understand about the skeletal system and human skeleton. So children, God has given our body and He provided movements also where we can move from one place to other place, and we have to utilize our hands for doing service activities so that we can reach God easily, and we have to use our legs to go in the right path, in the path of dharma. So children, hope you all have understood what are the moral activities you have to do and why God has given our body and why God has given all these activities in our body. Without movement, without bending, what can we do? So God has given all these things and we have to do all the good activities. Today's homework part. We can bend our arm when it is tied with a scale. We can't bend our arm when it is tied with a scale. Why? The reason you have to write. Name the type of joint which shows movements in all directions. Which type of joint you have to write. Which of the skull bones are movable? In the skull, which part of the bones are movable? How many vertebrae are there in backbone? Why do we feel soft when you touch the earlobe? Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.